intercollegiate festivals. I was pretty regular at it. We had a rock band and we played at a lot of places. But till then, I did not give music a very serious thought. One person he suggested that I make a demo tape and try and send it for my own songs, which I did not do for a long time because I was myself not taking myself seriously. But then eventually I did, and I did send my tapes to some record company, audition for a very major uh, record label in Bombay. That was the year 1993. But then they wanted me to sing in Hindi for the very simple reason is that they would be able to market my song at a very less price as compared to an English uh, album. I make my own music, and as I said, I made a demo tape. So demo tape is basically an original music.
Yes.
So, but then since I was not able to record my song or sell my song, so I kind of stopped making music. But then once I came into the service, then I thought it's a very good idea to make music on conservation.
Hello and welcome. This is Pallavi, and you are watching Indian Masterminds. We have been talking with Indian Forest Service Officer Mr. Sujoy Banerjee, who is also a talented photographer, musician, and a TEDx speaker. In our previous episode, he shared his adventures in the wild. You can find the link to the description box below. Today, we'll explore a different side of his life, how music became a part of him, and whether he ever thought about making it his career. Would he ever leave Indian Forest Services for his music? Let's hear what he has to say. You already shared with us that you were aspiring for defense, then over a long period of time things shifted and you ended up in IFS. So when did music entered your life on that extent that you once wanted to make a career in music only? So what's
I was playing music from my school days. I used to play the mouth organ and the guitar, and I think I was a popular student because of this also. So then I went to the university, and they used to have a lot of festivals, intercollegiate festivals. I was pretty regular at it. We had a rock band and we played at a lot of places. But till then, I did not give music a very serious thought. So there was one or two studios in Lucknow, and if you know about recording in those times, they used to do it on cassettes. सो ये कहते थे किसी पास 4 ट्रैक स्टूडियो, किसी पास 16 ट्रैक स्टूडियो, तो बहुत ही हाई फाई स्टूडियो टाइप. तो वहां पर आई यूज टू प्ले गिटार एज अ accompanying artist. I used to go and play there. So one person he suggested that I make a demo tape and try and send it for my own songs, which I did not do for a long time because I was myself not taking myself seriously. But then eventually I did, and I did send my tapes to some record companies. उस समय एल्बम्स निकला करते थे. मतलब फिल्मों की म्यूजिक अलग होती थी और एल्बम्स अलग होते थे. तो देन एज आई डिड टेल यू, आई डिड ऑडिशन फॉर अ वेरी मेजर record label in Bombay. That was the year 1993. But then they wanted me to sing in Hindi for the very simple reason is that they would be able to market my song at a very less price as compared to uh, you know, a, an English album. तो उस समय केवल एक ही चैनल होता था, एम टीवी. आई आई डोंट नो इफ यू नो, बट एम टीवी चैनल इकलौता था जिसमें अंग्रेजी गाने आते थे. एंड देन दे सेड कि इट विल टेक कॉस्ट अस अ लॉट ऑफ मनी इफ यू कैन सिंग इन हिंदी. बट देन आई रियली वाज कॉन्फिडेंट एट दैट टाइम दैट माय म्यूजिक इज वेरी गुड, एंड आई विल सर्टेनली get a break, if not from this company, then from some other company, which I did not get. So maybe I was thinking I was too good anyway. I wasn't. And then 95, 94 onwards, I was working in Bhopal, and we made a band, some like-minded people. We made a band, and possibly it must have been among the pioneering bands of Bhopal. We performed at a lot of places. हमने बहुत जगह हमने परफॉर्म किया. और वहाँ पे तब नया नया सिटी केबल लॉन्च हुआ था. तो सिटी केबल वो लोकल केबल टीवी है पूरे भोपाल में, प्लेसेस वहां पर वी रिकॉर्डेड एंड वी प्लेड इन भोपाल महोत्सव. बट then I had sent my demo tape, this the same demo tape to a magazine called Rock Street Journal.
Hmm.
So they featured me on the talent page, which was a very big achievement for
Hmm.
that time. उस समय कि एक लीडिंग म्यूजिक पब्लिकेशन में आपका नाम आया. Then I subsequently got invited to play in the Philips Live Wire show at Bombay. So there were 24 bands from across the country. We were one of them. And though I did not get into the finals, our band did not make it to the finals. But I did get a lot of offers from people to settle down there, and they wanted me to be a singer and write jingles and sing, make jingles and things like that. And they said कि नहीं काफी पैसा है और you will make a living. One fellow said आप वहाँ कितना कमाते हो as a lecturer, and he said you will make 10 times that money here.
Mhm.
So I did take leave. I tried it for 15-20 days. फिर लगा नहीं स्ट्रगल मतलब पैसा है, there is no doubt about it, but there is a lot of struggle that is inbuilt into it, and one must be really really mentally prepared to undergo that kind of struggle. And in the end, you're not sure if you are going to make it to the top notch or not.
Hmm.
So there was an extent of uncertainty.
Hmm.
So I decided not to take it up as a full time, and I have absolutely no religion to that.
Okay, so when did you thought of creating your own music and uploading it on your own YouTube channel? I think you have an YouTube channel.
I do have my YouTube channel. See, the thing is that I make my own music, and as I said, I made a demo tape. So demo tape is basically an original music.
Yes, yes.
So, but then since I was not able to record my song or sell my song, so I kind of stopped making music.
Mm.
But then once I came into the service, then I thought it's a very good idea to make music on conservation. So which I did. So I have done some songs. One is of course a tiger song, and then one is called Saving the Wilds. It's
Mhm.
basically about indigenous communities saving wildlife. And then one is it's in Hindi. It's called Ganga Ko Bachana Hai. I think the song came out pretty well in the end. So, and I also do a little bit of songs here and there which are not exactly conservation, but if
And
somebody say it's a गाना बना दो तो बना देते हैं.
uh,
So, but I mean, these kind of things are on a very kind of non-professional basis, though the recordings and all we do it very professionally and the output is very professional. But still, I won't say I'm making money out of it.
right. I heard all three of them. I have plus the one request. I think you should make more songs on wild and conservation. I think it's these three only because I couldn't find anyone else.
There's one more, which is basically a tribute to the heroes of forests and wildlife. Well, I would love to make more songs on conservation, but the thing is that there are costs involved actually because whatever songs I have done, it's they are all recorded professionally and in a studio, and it takes a lot of time and you know some amount of funds to do it. So whenever these funds are available, then I generally do. Otherwise, I have a home studio and I do a lot of covers. Covers means कोई किसी के गाए हुए गाने आप
Unplugged
अपनी
time.
आवाज में गाते हो.
Yes.
But then YouTube is again a very different ball game. So
Mhm.
either you have a lot of subscribers or you don't have subscribers. People are more, the span of attention is very less, so they would want to see something very short, which they can see in 15 or 20 seconds and come to a conclusion.
Think,
Something like that.
I don't know, but many like right now, so there is a culture of podcasting, and you can see 3 hours of interview, and people are watching it because they have millions of views. So I don't know, but it's very hard to actually figure out ki what people want because shorts bhi dekh rahe hain, reels bhi dekh rahe hain, and then these long forms also they are watching also. Like podcast is basically, because you can hear when you are traveling and all, but people are literally watching podcasts. So I am also one of that because some podcasts I do watch, but I think it's a mix, I guess. So
Yes.
I think you should make more songs. Also, I
I think,
really like the Tiger Anthem. So I want to, the lyrics is also of yours only, na? You
yeah, yeah.
only. So I wanted to know a bit about the making, because I think it's very, वो बच्चे के लिए भी उतना ही like hard hitting है, and it's वो बड़े लोगों के लिए भी like it's same message is very clear. और ऐसा नहीं है कि it's, I really like that song, especially the lyrics. So what made into it?
I was in WWF Delhi
Hmm.
on deputation then, and that was a time when the tiger census came,
Hmm.
and the numbers were not very encouraging. So then I thought that maybe if I can write a song and it can reach people, that no, this is not the end. We
Hmm.
certainly have a choice, and we can make it happen. So
Hmm.
that's how the song came, and WWF was kind enough to fund the making of that song. So that's how the song came, and some very good photographers, they happily shared, should I say, their
Hmm.
photos, and that's how the video was made, which is pretty amateurish, I admit, but
No,
it
but
does convey the sense of it, and the photographs are so wonderful.
hmm.
The same was the case with the other video of saving the wilds. It has some very wonderful photographers from the leading wildlife photographers of the country.
Also, sir, like since you are in the creative field, you do photography and music. Later, like right now, I think two, three movies and web series are have also come, which is totally focused on wildlife. Whether it is documentary, The Elephant Whisperer, Avni, and I'm forgetting the name of that series which came on Amazon. It was on wildlife crime. I'm really forgetting. I usually don't, but so how do you think um, arts like music or movies, web series will actually help conservation and ease the work of wildlifers in some way?
Well, the first part I agree
Hmm.
that it will certainly raise the awareness among the people. And there was a film made, I'm forgetting the name of the film, by Vidya Balan.
Avni, that I
That's the one,
remember.
yeah, the tiger.
Huh.
So at least people did come to know what kind of issues are being faced by the people of the forest department. But I still do not know if the life of a forest officer or the people who are working in the field will be easier, because the issue is more of a burgeoning population than anything else. A lot of time we are talking in terms of this and that, but this is one issue we don't want to talk about. So as the population is growing, and obviously they need more space to grow, they need more space to cultivate, to feed the mouths and to earn a living. And eventually the forests are the one which is being affected. They need more fuel wood for
Hmm.
their chulha stoves. They need more fodder for their cattle, जो कि जंगल से काट काट करके ले आते हैं.
Hmm.
And I think that is the genesis of ह्यूमन वाइल्ड लाइफ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. उनके जानवर चले जाते हैं चरने के लिए
Hmm.
जंगलों में, तो देर इज ऑलवेज यू नो a scope of human wildlife conflict. And in today's India, it is very difficult to imagine कि एकदम हमारे फॉरेस्ट अलग सैक्रोसैंक्ट रखे, कोई नहीं घुस रहा है, कोई नहीं आ रहा है, कोई नहीं जा रहा है. तो ये संभव है भी नहीं. एंड I also think it is wise to manage things in the best possible way in the given circumstances, which can be done. हम लोग ह्यूमन वाइल्ड लाइफ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट को मिनिमम में रख सकते हैं, इसको ऐसे मैनेज कर भी सकते हैं कि सबको ही फायदा हो, हम लोग को भी, फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट या जो भी एनवायरमेंटल बेनिफिट्स जो अक्रू कर रहे हैं वो भी होते रहें, और जो पब्लिक है उनको भी कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो. आई थिंक दैट इज अ गुड थिंग.
Okay. And last, like you were also part of TEDx. Matlab you shared your efforts on gharial conservation on that platform. So I wanted to know, because many few people get the chance to go on that platform. How did you make it, and what was your reaction when you were called for it?
Well, I have been giving lectures at a lot of places and a lot of good places also. So TEDx is certainly one good platform which was there, and I certainly feel very proud and privileged to have been a part of it. But instead of being a wildlife lecture, I wanted it more to be what kind of lessons that we can learn from it. Because I got the Royal Bank of Scotland for my work on Ghadial, but I said that while receiving the award also, that this is not my work per se. It is because I have only been guiding people. I have only been or maybe I have been patrolling with them once in a while, but these are the ones who are patrolling the the Chambal areas and also the rivers. Uh, in sometimes in very, very cold nights, we would get information that this kind of thing is happening, and they would immediately rush.
Mm.
So, and I haven't come across anyone who said, "Look, I am not well. I can't go. It is very cold."
Mm.
So, the award, though it has come to me, but I do think it is more to the team that was there, and that is what I am trying to convey in my TEDx lecture.
It was also great because I learned about that ghadial thing in detail from that only. So, like we were talking about your love for music. Once upon a time, you wanted to create a career. Now you are a conservationist. So now, if given a chance, would you give up Indian Forest Services to make a career in music, or no? It's just a hobby, like side thing.
Well, see, I would certainly, if I get a good offer, I can certainly think about taking it up
Mhm.
because I
Would
do think I've already I contributed significantly in my field, and I also think that the world is open for me now
Mhm.
because I also write. So
Yes.
maybe I can do that. I can become a writer,
Mhm.
and it's always good to be creative, doing creative things which people.
I don't know why I am getting this hint that are you planning to take VRS or something? Yeah.
No, no,
Like,
not as of now. I certainly won't take a quick VRS unless until I have something
yeah,
really better to do at my hand. And as I said earlier, I love my job. I love doing what I am doing because I can make a change. I feel
right.
कि, see, we are always cribbing about the system. No system ऐसा है वैसा है ये है वो है. तो जब आप हेम ऑफ अफेयर्स में होते हो तो द प्राइम क्वेश्चन इज ठीक है अगर सिस्टम खराब है तो आपने क्या किया.
Right.
That is the question we should all ask ourselves. And I do think there are some aspiring bureaucrats who would be watching this. So this is
Mhm.
my what सलाह हमको उनको यही रहेगी कि जब भी आप सिस्टम के बारे में क्रिप करो तो सबसे पहला सवाल आप अपने आप से पूछे से ठीक है सिस्टम खराब है तो मैंने क्या किया.
Right.
अगर आपने कुछ सिग्निफिकेंट कंट्रीब्यूट किया, अगर आप सिस्टम चेंज नहीं भी कर पाए, लेकिन आप कन्विंस्ड हो कि आपने अपनी तरफ से पूरा प्रयास किया है, इफ यू हैव गिवन योर 100%, देन यू हैव एन एब्सोल्यूट राइट टू क्रिप अबाउट द सिस्टम. पर अगर आपने सिस्टम में रह करके कुछ नहीं किया, आप चीजों को बदलने के लिए अपनी तरफ से कुछ नहीं कर पाए, आपका कंट्रीब्यूशन उस दिशा में नहीं रहा, देन यू एक्चुअली डोंट हैव एनी राइट टू क्रिटिसाइज द सिस्टम.
Right, sir. So on that note, I think we'll end our conversation. It's already 1 hour. I have taken too much of your time. So I'm really sorry for that also. But thank you so much, sir. It was really great talking to you. So this was Mr. Sujoy Banerjee. I hope you enjoyed our conversation. If you want to hear more such interesting conversation about the wild, the forest, the wildlife, then please do not forget and subscribe our channel. Also hit the bell icon to get instant updates about any videos that's coming up on our channel. Till then, this is Pallavi signing off. Stay informed, stay curious, and thank you for watching Indian Mastermind.